Hello everyone. Today we are going to demonstrate to you the context API using React. Okay, how to use them in the React over there. So Axiom Intern Rishabh will go to demonstrate the use of it. So over to Rishabh. Rishabh, you can explain how we can use that all the context API referring to React over there, right? Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So, hello everyone. So today we're gonna see how we can use state management in React using context API. So we will see how it's work behind the scene. We will see what are the prerequisites we need to know about the context API, and we will also see about the small demonstration code which I have written. So I will share my screen. Is my screen visible?
It's loading. It's loaded. Yeah, visible.
Yeah. So we will see about context. So we will see what are the prerequisites we need to know. So basically, we need to know about we need to have basic knowledge of React, and we also need to know about how the props works in React, and we also want a basic knowledge of hooks. So usually, while passing the props in usual manner, what we will do. So we just we were just passing the props to parents components to child component. We just passing the props to components, but in context API. So what we do, we just create a centralized component context, and then any component can access that value on request. So what is context in React? React context is a way to allow information to pass through in any component. So what it's like it store the value or the information in central place, and any component can access on request on it. So it will make sense a lot when we see the example which I have already prepared. So we will see here. So I have prepared this shop context just for the demonstration purpose. So what's it doing? It's just giving me the item name and of the price of that item, and this is the display component of uh, this React project. And what I want to do, I just want also to post the item and the price of the name. So after submitting this, after clicking this button, it should also re-render this component. And also I want to show how much item I have in my shop. So I want this value also here to re-render. So what I'm doing in my context, how I'm creating this, uh, I'm creating this center component. So it's with the name of shop component, and I'm importing React and some of the packages like create context, use context, and state context from React. So first, I will create create a context. So how I can do? I can create a variable with the same name as I mentioned with the component, like shop context.jsx. If this is the same name, I'm creating variable, and I'm is equal to create context. So it will create a context. So after that, I want this context to provide the information to the children component of it. So as you know, in this PPT, you can see the context is a blue area, and inside that I have a children component. So what context is doing? Context is wrapping all the childrens around it, and any children can access the information, or you can say data, by request on it. So in my code, you can see after creating the context, I'm another creating a function with shop provider because it's going to provide us the information and data to the children component. So I'm giving a name as a provider, so shop provider, and I'm also exporting it. Okay, so I will need the use state. So as you can see in my demo, I here I will need the use state. I will need the use state for shop items, and I will also need the use state for set shop item. So in my post component here, I can change this shop items. So here I will need it to one use state. So use state is a hook. So inside you can see I have a shop item, and to post the item, to set the item shop items, here is a set shop item method. So this is a setter method. So initial value of my shop item I have defined here. So it has the it's the array of object. It's having ID, name, and also the price of different items here. So this is inside my shop provider. I'm creating a use state, and after that, I'm also creating a wrapper around the children. So as you can see, context wraps all the children, and then it's give the information of when the specific component request to it. So here you can see shop.context.provider. So it will create a provider of it. And, and inside that I'm giving up children. So in my shop provider function, here is a parameter children. And I'm wrapping this shop context.provider around the children. So inside this shop context.provider, whichever the components is present as a children can access the value of it. So you can see here, after creating this context, I need to wrap all the children components. So I will go to my app.js, and you can see I've imported this shop provider from the component dot shop context. So which this is a shop context component which I've created. So I'm wrapping this shop provider around the children. So I'm going to need the shop provided data in navbar to show how much item I have in my shop. This put item is the where I can put a name and the name and the price of an item, and this shop is a display component where I can get the item name and the price of the name. So I'm wrapping all these children here. So and you can also see I have imported as a curly braces here. I have curly braces inside that I have written shop provider. So this is because I'm exporting this function as I'm not exporting this function as a default. So I need to be specific. So I'm writing here curly braces, and then I'm writing a shop provider here. So after wrapping the shop provider around the children, I will go. I have a shop component where I can get name and the price of an item, and how I requesting to the how I'm requesting to the context. You can see here. I'm importing the shop use shop here from the context component. So this is the custom hook. So use context is a function we can use for requesting to the context which we are creating. So this is a custom hook. So I'm also exporting this custom hook, and it's just returning me use context, and inside that I'm putting my context. So shop context I'm putting inside that. So I can access it in I can take a request to the context by using this use shop function. So in my shop, I'm importing this use shop custom hook, and after importing, I'm destructuring that shop item, which is the use state, to get the item which is already present in that. So and equals to use shop. So as a custom hook, I'm writing here, and after that getting the information, I'm just mapping all the items and item price here. So similarly, for posting the items, what I'm doing, I'm again importing that custom hook use shop which I've created, and after that I'm destructuring the value of that use state. So you know I have created a use state with shop item and set shop item, and equals to use shop. So inside that, after that, so here is the form to post the item name and the price of that item. And after clicking the submit button, it will go to this function post item. So what this post item function is doing, it just event.prevent.default event e.prevent.default is a function to after means after clicking the submit, it should not submit a blank value. So this is the function we use. So after clicking this function post item, I'm calling that setter function set shop item, and what's it doing, it's I'm using a spread function here. You can see three dots and shop item. What's it doing is taking the already present value inside that use state, and it's just adding all the information which I'm writing here. So you can see id is equal to item price dot current dot value, and for name item dot current dot value, and for price item price dot current dot value. So after hitting submit, it will take all the value from these two input and submit the new object for that. And for NAT, I'm again similarly, I'm again making the request. I'm importing the use shop custom hook, and I'm just want the shop items. And inside that, I'm just total item equals to shop dot length. So it will take the length of my object and give it to my navbar. So you can see I have now 5 items here. So here pencil, pen, bag, box, and book. So if I write here item here phone, and if I give the value 6000, and after hitting submit, you can see it's it's also showing in my display component, and the also the total item is also updating in my nav component. So this is the small concept of the context API. So it's very helpful. I know it's very tricky, but once you get a hands-on, you will get a clear idea. And in further session, we're gonna explore about the React Redux. So it will very helpful if the concept of this context is clear. So that's it about my side, sir. From my side, sir. Hello, hello, sir. You there? Hello.
Hello, Rishabh. We are able to hear you.
Yeah, actually, sir is not responding. So, guys, is there any question? I will try to answer that. Shubham, is there any question?
Will you just go to your code?
Okay. I will share my screen again. Yeah. So here is the code of that context component.
These two lines that create custom hook for context. Okay.
Yeah.
So you are just exporting that use shop function. Okay. And in
Yeah.
use shop, it uses that shop context items like pen, pencil, bag, book, box.
Yes. So this is the
And
custom hook. This use context is already a hook. I'm creating a custom hook of use shop with the name of use shop, and I'm returning this hook which is already present in React, and I'm passing the context shop context here. So to make a request, I'm just doing like I'm just importing this use shop hook which I've created, and then I will destructuring it and use equals to use shop.
oh, yeah, okay, got it.
Yeah.
And also, I have a question like in that context, there is a set shop item line. So what will be that doing?
Uh, can you repeat again?
The code you shared now, yeah. So the cons shop item, set shop item. So
Yeah.
what is this set shop item?
This set shop items. Actually, use state is a hook which provides a two element, like it's a getter function and it's a setter function. You can consider it. So in the getter function, it is giving the initial value here, and this is the setter function to update this initial value. So this is the custom hook. So shop items are already having this item, and I'm using this set shop item in my here this component. You can see here sets of items. So it's updating already present value in my shop items like this.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Here, Rishabh, everything is over.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.